Hello, hello, and happy Sunday. I'm so excited that you are here with me on this sunny Sunday. At least it's sunny where I am in Utah. Drop a hey in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me. That's always it's always the thing that makes me nervous is if you can hear me and my audio and everything is working. I always double check to make sure I unplugged my headphones. But anyway, this is bonus session 1 and day 7 of the Eat More Plants workshop. And what's so exciting is we have 2 more bonus sessions tomorrow at 7 p.m. and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So remember, I am here as your coach all week. I'm at your service. I actually opened up some additional appointments on the calendar because you all are amazing in taking advantage of those appointments. So get them in. Once the workshop ends, I don't want you to miss that one-on-one time to really strategize and build your plan. So what we have coming up is tomorrow we're going to talk navigating social situations, and then Tuesday we're going to talk all about healthy foods and health is wealth. So I'm really excited to be here and share tonight's topic with you, success for the long game or playing the long game for success. Remember that the replays will be available in the guides section of the Facebook page until noon Eastern on Wednesday. In addition, they will be removed from YouTube. So if you're thinking, I'll just catch them on YouTube, they will be gone. The only way you can access them is through an appointment with me to get those bonus sessions or to get them a little bit longer. So be sure you give yourself time to watch those. If you miss a live session or you want to go back and rewatch goal setting or the pantry session on Wednesday, give yourself time to do that. Again, welcome, welcome. Drop a hey, let me know that you're here. And again, for those of you who might be passing through and saw a live workshop showing up, I'm a real person. I travel full-time in an RV with my husband and our 3 cats. So I always thank you in advance if you hear a noise. You know, there's just a chance that a tail might pop up or someone will do something naughty seeking attention. So as always, I invite you to maximize your time with the workshop and turn off your distractions and minimize those. And if you are ready, drop some fire in the chat. Let's see who's here and let's grab your pen and paper. I see Joan, Misty Blue, which is Julie. I see Angel, Kim, yes, Jody, Lori, Glenda, Stacy, and some Team Live Facebook users. Thank you for turning in. I'm so excited. Let's get that fire in the chat. Give this video a thumbs up. Let everybody know that they want to watch it too. Get it pumped up to the top of the Foodie Facebook group feed. And let's get into day 7 of the Eat More Plants workshop. I'm your host, Kathy Davis, a former school teacher turned plant-based lifestyle coach, 2-time cookbook author, and the CEO of Veg Inspired. What does that all mean? It means I help people transition to a plant-based lifestyle that supports their busy schedules without requiring added hours in the kitchen or the stress of what am I going to eat. Now, I have been creating and eating vegan meals for over 7 years and really cleaned up my own habits to follow a whole food, plant-based way of eating 1.5 years ago because I found myself in a position where I had all the symptoms for pre-diabetes. I had all this excess weight. I wasn't happy in my skin and I really needed more energy. And so I cleaned it all up, got my lifestyle set up, and now I'm here to share it with you. So if you are ready to finally follow your path to plant-based, I am here to tell you your time is now. Get that in the chat. We are so excited to have you here. Today's focus is going to be about the long game for success. So you'll notice that I talk a lot about these 18 months, and I talk a lot about those first 6 months and really getting the daily and intentional habits into place. And I often get the question about time commitments with the program, but also why would I even do a 12-month program? And it's honestly because by the time you reach 12 months, you are just getting comfortable on your path, right? You've encountered situations. You've made a plan for responses to those situations. You've executed it a few times. Your routines are pretty solidified and you are now confident. It is time for me to push you out of the little nest and let you run the path on your own. We've all done those short-term coaching sessions, working with trainers, those short-term 90-day boot camps, and they just they just leave us without the habits. And so I really wanted to make something that was lasting. Now, we have so much to cover today, but the first thing I want to do is I want to introduce you to one of my students. Her name is Linda Boswell, and we did a pre-recording of this. So I am going to pop this in for you to watch. It's a few minutes. And I love Linda's story because she really goes deep into her goal and why she made these choices. So let's get this in here. This is the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me. All right. Welcome, Linda. Thank you so much for your time today. It's so exciting to have you here and to have you sharing. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Thanks for having me, Kathy. Well, I am living full-time in an RV, just like you are, and enjoying every minute of it. And when my husband and I decided to move into an RV was right after COVID and on the road. And we decided that in order to see our clients, we didn't want to fly. So we might as well buy an RV and travel. So that's what we've been doing and really enjoying it. I'm a mother of 4. I have 2 grown boys, one early 30s and one late 20s. And don't ask me their ages because I forget. Sorry. We also have dogs. And I have 2 adopted girls in their 20s now. So, and all my kids, except for the girls, well, the 2 boys are vegan, which is the reason that my husband and I became a vegan. And we have enjoyed eating a lot being vegan. It's a fun ride.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about that. So you're already vegan. Tell us what your goal was really around plant-based eating or vegan eating.
Yeah, so we became vegan probably around December of 2019, I think it was. So maybe almost 2 years, a year and a half, I think now. And we just enjoyed all the vegan food, like everything new that came out. If something new came out at Taco Bell, we were there. Or something new came out, at another fast food restaurant, we were there. And we were enjoying eating a little too much. And then with the boys all the time, sharing new recipes and sharing the new thing that Trader Joe has. And yeah, so it became more, instead of eating healthier, I think we were enjoying just eating a lot.
Linda, I can relate to that. That is so my story. I loved being vegan and loved all the vegan foods, but it really took a toll on me when I started to realize I was gaining weight instead of losing weight. So I can relate to that. To that.
And especially when everybody says, well, you're not eating, like animal fat anymore, so you should be losing weight. And yet I wasn't.
Right.
And I was gaining.
And that's so frustrating. I totally get it. I was right there too. So tell everybody why you chose to invest in the Successfully Plant-Based program. You've been a client for about 6 weeks now. Why did you make that investment?
So how I met you was that my husband saw you on Instagram. And he knows I love cookbooks and I love vegan cookbooks. And so he's like, you got to check this girl out. She's a full-time RVer. And so I started following you. I messaged you and we started kind of talking that way. And I bought the cookbook and you and I decided to have a one-on-one chat one day. And I've got dogs that are making a lot of noise here. Sorry.
That's okay.
And anyways, that's how I found out about the program. And I really didn't know anything about it. So you and I talked through it a little bit. And I thought, this sounds like something that is worth investing in.
Wonderful. And I've loved working with you. I think it's amazing. And I know how valuable your time is. So you've been working with me for about 6 weeks. Do you feel your investment has been worthwhile so far?
Yeah. So what I found is that, of course, it's an investment of, financial investment, but also a time investment. And I was a little bit concerned about that just because I am really busy and, kind of stretched a little thin, but I've found that the investment is so well worth it. I mean, it is really only a once a week call that I really look forward to. And I look forward to hearing what everybody in the program is walking through and how their week is going and sharing our wins. And it's extremely encouraging to hear it. And then our once a month call together, I've really enjoyed that. And also the once a month meal planning. I'm busy every single Thursday. I can't make it on Thursday, but I always go back and watch them when I can. And it's so well worth the time to sit down and learn. Like I've learned that I have to invest if I want to get something out of it. And I'm getting a lot out of it.
I love that. I love that. Yes. The portal is a great feature that allows you to go back and watch that. And I know that a lot of the clients really like that because they can re-access training calls that I've done, or they can watch calls that they missed. So I love that you're able to take advantage of that as well.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for that.
Awesome. So here we are 6 weeks in. What breakthroughs or results have you already achieved with being a member of the Successfully Plant-Based program?
Okay, so physically, I'm part of the 30-day challenge that you challenged us to. And I like that because in my first 30 days, I want to feel that I am making some progress. And so I've already lost 8 pounds.
Yay.
And it's not just about the pounds, though. I like a lot of tips that you give. And like just the other day, you said, how do you feel an hour after you eat that meal? And I've really been watching, like, how do I feel an hour after I eat? Because a lot of times an hour after I eat, I feel terrible. And lately I've been feeling good and I can feel that I have energy. And I think even more than that, I mean, even though my husband isn't part of the calls and he's not, he doesn't come to the once a week things, he always wants to know what I'm learning. And so he and I together, we didn't know that this was going to be more than just recipes and, how to eat right, because I wanted to learn how to do vegan right. He wants to learn how to do vegan right. But this has been about our personal goals as well. And I didn't know that you were going to be a personal coach. I didn't know I needed a personal coach. I have always just been about helping other people, raising my children, helping my husband in his business, helping young girls. That's just kind of what I've done my whole life. And I never really took the time to stop and think about what are my goals and what do I want to achieve and what do I want to become, other than just, do I want to fit into skinny jeans and a t-shirt? I want to become a lot more than that. And so I feel extremely focused about the direction that I'm going in. And so I just thank you so much for that, Kathy. I didn't know that that's what this program was going to be about at all. And it's exactly what I needed at the perfect time.
I love that. It really is all about timing too. I mean, there's such a power in how people come into your life at the right time. And there's always so much fear about the investment and really wondering if it's going to be worth it. Right. And I love that you said that, you're so much more focused and that you're really gaining so much out of this. Do you think that you would have achieved those goals and you'd feel this way if you hadn't joined the program as fast as you're seeing these results?
No, because on my own, it's always like, how can I do better? And you really think in your mind that you can do better. But the way I've always done it in the past is what's fast, what pill can I take? What shot can I do? What doctor can help me lose this fast? And while that works for a short amount of time, it doesn't teach me a new lifestyle, and it doesn't teach me how to do things right. And no, I don't think I could have achieved this. And I didn't really know I was going to lose this fast either. 6 weeks, 8 pounds, that to me is pretty good.
That's and you're doing it all naturally, right? It's all about just changing what you're eating. And I know that we had in our call the other night, you even expressed that you feel like you're even able to meet up with friends who might, make a vegan meal or eat a vegan meal once in a while and really feel like you're still part of those social engagements because you're learning what to do day to day so that those once in a whiles don't really affect you. Sorry, cats.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also like that, in the program, like nobody feels condemned because, oh, gee, I ate potato chips the other day, and it's like, it's okay, enjoy your potato chips, but, let's get back on the program kind of thing.
Get right back to those daily habits. Yep. Yeah. I feel sometimes like a broken record when I say that, but really I do preach the intention over progress or intention over perfection because it really is about those intentional choices and progress. So awesome. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to share with us or with the viewers or with me?
I really don't think so. I think I kind of said everything I felt like I wanted to say. And I'm just so grateful for having met you and that my husband found you that day on Instagram. And I never knew it would turn into this. And while I did think that a year was going to be a long time, I was like, oh my gosh, a year. I have even thought in my mind, can we do this for 2 years? I don't know if a year's enough. So yeah, I really am enjoying it. I'm so grateful that I signed up.
Awesome.
Grateful for you.
Well, thank you so much. I'm grateful for you. I always tell my husband when I get off the coaching calls, I'm so filled with joy and just feel so blessed to work with people who are ready to take control of their health and that are so grateful for the program because I do pour my heart and soul into it. And it really is amazing to hear the results and the breakthroughs that all of you are having. So I'm grateful for your time today. I really appreciate it. And hopefully this, connects with somebody who's thinking, I'm ready for this investment. I'm ready to do this.
Right. I hope so. I hope I see new faces soon.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
Kathy.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Wow. Linda is just making so many strides. And what I love is that she really keeps me in the loop. I hope you guys can hear me now that I switched back over. She really keeps me in the loop. So I hope that just getting to meet some of the clients that are taking part in the program is helping you and really giving you a glimpse into what it looks like. So far during the workshop, we've talked about your goals, your why, those challenges that you need to learn to navigate through and around. We talked about closing your eyes and visualizing those moments, right? Accomplishing that little black dress moment, playing with your grandkids, nieces or nephews, or that feeling of energy, sleeping through the night, or just plain wellness and joy in your skin and in your clothes. We wrote those affirmations, and I hope you've been saying them. I hope you've been putting them in places, and you've been saying them every day because I do, and I know that it works. We talked about pantry and food ideas, meal planning, and really setting your calendar up for a win for you. We talked about treating those meal times as appointments in your calendar and picking those meals, recipe or no recipe, that excite you. We talked about focusing on the intentional daily habits and making decisions about food choices for purposeful progress that aligned with your goals. And remember, if you're watching today and you missed any of those sessions, you have until noon on Wednesday to catch the replays before they're taken down. So where do you go from here? You heard Linda say, gosh, I want to work with you for 2 years. I don't know if a year's enough. Where do we go now? How do you make this a long-term habit? And first, I do want to remind you to get that call on the books with me so that we can really strategize through your plan and what that looks like. Some of you will join the Successfully Plant-Based program, and I will be running that path and writing that strategy with you and helping you create that blueprint. But others of you are going to work on this on your own. So in making a lifestyle change that you're focused on really setting you up for the long game, how do you do that? What I want you to do is I want you to go back and look at that 12-month goal that we broke down on Friday and really ask yourself this question. What are you willing to give up or change every day to help you fit into this goal, into this plan? How are you going to fit these lifestyle changes that you've committed to into your daily life? How are you going to hold yourself accountable? What is your recognition or reward system? And I'm not saying eat for 6 days and have a cheat day. I'm talking about every day, day in and day out. What does that look like? How will you hold yourself accountable? I'm a gold star kind of girl, so I needed a tracking sheet that I could put my gold star on. And then what habits will you implement every day, and when are you starting? You know, I talk a lot about 1 year from now, you're going to wish you started today. I have clients that were here in February with me that wish they started today, right? Where would you be if you had started with me 4 months ago? Would you be accelerated on your path? Would you be at the weight you wanted to be? Would you be off the meds that you wanted to be off of? So what are those habits that you're going to implement daily, and what day are you starting? What does that look like? And then step number 2, identify your plan for how to navigate those challenges that you identified. Is it the talks you talk and the thinks you think? Is it implementing a meal planning habit? Is it blocking out an hour of your week in and week out, to sit down and meal plan? Is it handing off the animal-based food cooking to someone else in your household? Asking for help, delegating. Are you going to pivot your meals to the center and let the omnivores in your multi-preference households add things to the meals that you cook so that you can all eat the same thing, but they're adding what they want to eat and you're eating the main dish? How are you going to handle the foods that are in your house and in your pantry that don't align with your goals? Right? Some of you have talked about family members that have food in your pantry that don't align with what you want. Those are all things I work with my clients on. What is your plan for those times when you're eating unaligned, or when you visit with family, or you have events like vacations, weddings, and holidays? How are you going to navigate that? Identify that strategy. Where will you lean for support? I am support. I got a message today that said, I need a restart. Can we talk? And I was like, you got to call tomorrow. I'm adding 15 minutes. Let's do this. You're ready. Who are you able to call? Who are you going to message? Who's going to have your back when you need help? Now, I've provided an amazing foundation, and the Veg Inspired Foodies group is not going anywhere. You can tune in every Tuesday at noon Eastern for that free Veg Inspired live show that really gives you a glimpse into some of these plant-based eating topics. And I do always encourage you to let me know what topics you're struggling with or what I can do for you. And I have provided the foundation for you to run this path. But one thing I can't give you is the daily action. That's up to you. I can hold you accountable. I can encourage you to dig deep and ask these questions. And I have found that so many people nod enthusiastically at me. But where the rubber's going to meet the road is in your daily action. What are you going to do Wednesday morning when you wake up, Thursday morning when you wake up and you don't have a dose of me? You don't have me in your inbox reminding you to eat more plants. You don't have the workshop. When I embarked on this journey, I remember the emotion sitting right here at this dining room table with all of my whole food plant-based cookbooks, making lists of recipes. I had little sticky notes all cut up that I tabbed on all the pages. And I remember John and I would sit and we would chat about the 17 meal ideas that I planned for the week, right? At breakfast, lunch, and dinner times, 7 days. I mean, probably 20 new recipes. And he always brought me back to the goal. He always said to me, simple. easy, starch-based, mostly unprocessed. Who's going to do that? I remember that first week of trying to figure out what we were going to eat. I mean, I thought I knew, right? It was all about plant-based foods, all about the non-animal products. But I reworked my meal plan so many times that I had cross-outs and X's and redoing the grocery list because I had so many meals that were focused on whole plant foods, but not necessarily the meals that were high starch. Or I had so many meals that our grocery list had like 500 items on it. I can only imagine our grocery bill if I hadn't reined it back in and really thought about that. So if you feel like you're spending a lot of money on groceries, something we can talk about in the program. Maybe that's how you find the money. Maybe we pivot those meals to really budget friendly so that you can invest those extra dollars that you're not spending at the grocery store into a coaching program or into some accountability work. Now, remember, I'll be talking more about navigating social situations and more about those plant-based meal ideas and budget-friendly health as wealth on Monday. But through all of the challenges and ups and downs, I kept my goal of eating mostly unprocessed, whole food, plant-based meals daily so that I could get to a point where I would feel healthy and confident. With every decision I made, I kept my affirmation and my goal front and center. And you know what? It's a long game. It's a lifestyle. It's an everyday intentional choice. Moving towards your goal will take planning, daily action, and daily discipline. It will take into account your prior knowledge and maybe a bit of research to uncover recipes and meal ideas that align with your goal. It may require conversations and transparency about the foods you do want to eat that align with your goal. And it may even take educating the folks in your household or those in your circle of influence on what you're working towards and why it's important to you. At the end of the day, you are human, and this is a lifestyle. And you've made it this far in life, making decisions that have gotten you to where you are right now, in this moment. You made the decision to eat more plants, to register for the workshop, and to attend today's session. From where I sit, you've already done a lot of the hard work, but you're one decision away from a totally different life. I say that to myself all the time. You are one decision away from a totally different life. Are you willing to put in the work starting today, continuing tomorrow and the next day and the next day to create the daily habits that align with what your heart wants? Or are you going to let the old habits creep back in? I know the easy route because I've been there. And even after all these days and months, I still have those old habits peeking around the corner trying to lure me back in, or at the end cap of the grocery store while they're like, Oreos, 2 for $5. I'm like, get out of my mind. Right? But I've developed the tenacity, the discipline, and the backbone to confront those old habits and say, not anymore, and really reaffirm my daily goal to keep it up. So I'm sharing all that I've learned, all the tasks, all the tactics, all the strategies that I do to make this a way of life in that Successfully Plant-Based program. I also know the route to plant-based is worth every challenge because I'm loving it here. And I know you'll love this place too. The place where you can finally not obsess about food and what you're going to eat because you've developed the daily habits. You are confident in your plans and your choices. Do you want that? Give me some fire in the chat. The chat's been kind of quiet, you guys. I hope you can hear me. Do you want to have confidence in your choices? Do you want to have an intuitive way of eating in the kitchen? That is the result, the transformation that you will get in the Successfully Plant-Based program. I take the guesswork out of what works and finally help you get on your path to making plant-based a way of life. So I ask you again, if you are finally ready to follow your path to plant-based and make it a way of life, drop it in the chat. Your time is now. Drop my time is now. Let's get this going. Let's get this energy back. Oh, I love it. I see you. Mary Lou, Kim, Joan. Yes, yes, yes. Being in it for the long game is knowing that a lifestyle transition takes time, but your action starts right now, today. Don't let a few months or even a few days go by without action. Let's start this journey right now. If you are ready to join the Successfully Plant-Based program, you can visit veginspire.com/coaching2021. I know Stacy's here. If you're able to drop that in the chat, that makes it easier. But so many of you are still like, I don't know, I'm scared. I'm scared. That's a lot of money. I don't know if I can commit. If you're on the fence, here's your sign. I am so excited to offer you 48-hour bonus. These are fast action bonuses. They will go away and will not be offered again. If you decide within the next 48 hours that you are all in, Successfully Plant-Based program is for you, you're all in, you do it, we get on a call, you do it, however it is, but you're in within 24 hours, you will receive a bonus 30-minute Zoom session with me. We can clean out your pantry. We can sit and go through all the recipes and figure out what's going to work best for your family. We can do a personalized meal plan, 30 minutes one-on-one. It is not the same as the other calls. We could do a quick cooking class. This is a bonus session custom just for you. You could take me grocery shopping. You want me in your pocket? You want to grocery shop while we go on the phone? I'm in. It's all for you. And it'll be scheduled before the end of July. So if you're ready, let's hit the ground running right away. And to sweeten the deal, and so many of you are going to love this, you'll be invited to a 90-minute meal planning masterclass being taught by me live. So these two bonuses have a value of over $500 and are only available for those people who make the decision within the next 48 hours. So if you're ready, hop through that link that Stacy posted. It's veginspire.com/coaching2021. We can run through the details, the one-on-one coaching with me every month, the group coaching and training every week, the meal planning sessions every month, 2 hours, the open office hours. We can run through all of that, right? You heard Linda talk about the calls, the access to the portal. And since the program's live, I have bonus sessions and other fun things throughout the year. But what I really want you to know what you're going to get, you're going to gain confidence, habit development, implementation and support, recipe and meal ideas, and an understanding coach who's walked the path, encountered the obstacles, and did it anyway. You have somebody right next to you, day in and day out, helping you on this journey. The program is worth far more than the price tag of $5,700. And honestly, can you even really put a dollar amount on your health? But remember, take advantage of the opportunity to talk to me. Maybe it isn't for you. Maybe you're not in a position for this, but you're not going to know unless we look at this plan, your strategy, and really dig deep into what that looks like and uncover how you're going to make this work. How are you going to make your path to plant-based work? So I'm not hopping on a call to convince you to do anything. I genuinely want you to succeed. I have had repeat calls with lots of people that have been with me February, April, and this month. We are still talking. They're still taking advantage of these calls because they learn a little nugget of something every time we talk. So I really, really want you to succeed, and I want you to take advantage of these calls so that you can strategize with me in that one-to-one setting your specific plan. That link is veginspire.com/strategy call. I think Stacy's still here. If you've got it, let's do it. Put that in the chat. And don't forget, we are live tomorrow and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will post more information about those bonus sessions. You guys, this is your time. This is your time to make that decision that's going to change your life. Take control of your health. Your homework is to book your call with me and start sketching out your plan of action. Using the list I shared earlier, the questions I asked, you can pop back to that part of the video right after Linda's call where I really dug into what you should be asking yourself to play the long game. Get that on paper. Go back and rewatch that. Another huge thank you to all of you for tuning in. Thank you to Linda for spending her time with me the other day and recording that. I so appreciate it, and I so hope that it helped you see a glimpse into the program and all that it is and all that it can do for you. And I hope you have an amazing night. I'm excited. I see lots of you in the chat. Yes, Joan, it is definitely the best thing you've done for yourself. Stacy. Yes. Mary Lou, your time is now. Angel, Kim, Joan, I love this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Glenda, I saw that you had to go. We will talk in a little while. Again, my calendar is open. There are slots as early as tonight, some tomorrow, all the way up through the end of the week. So get your appointments booked, and I will see you in our one-on-one or tomorrow here at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful Sunday evening and eat more plants. Bye.